Brazil just lost to Norway. I don't think I, in my entire life, ever thought that I would sit here and say those words, man. As someone who watched Brazil since literally forever, anyone, someone who supported this team forever after Portugal, obviously. Now, for Portugal, I just support Portugal because of one player, and that is Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously. Once Ronaldo leaves, I'm I'm forgetting Portugal as soon as I can, man. But ladies and gentlemen, Brazil. Ronaldinho, seeing clips of Ronaldinho as a kid, falling in love with football. Without Ronaldinho, I wouldn't have a channel here. Without Ronaldinho, I wouldn't even make football content. Without Ronaldinho, I probably wouldn't have watched a single game of football. Sure, my favorite is Cristiano Ronaldo, but without Ronaldinho, there is no football, man. He genuinely put the beauty in football. And then came Neymar Jr., man. Well, people chose sides of Lionel Messi, people chose sides of Cristiano Ronaldo. I chose Ronaldo, obviously. I think both sides can agree on one thing. How good Neymar Jr. is, man. The player with zero haters, in my opinion. Sure, he had a lot of haters during his career. Sure, you can say that. But in my opinion, as in general, he had zero haters, man, because both sides loved him. Every single football fan loved Neymar Jr., man. And the fact that he did not get a World Cup genuinely broke my heart, man. Brazil disappointed him. Since I could remember, since 2010 probably, I think his team just disappointed him game in and game out. Tournament after tournament after tournament. Every single World Cup I watch, it's genuinely just him fighting on that pitch, man. And sure, this World Cup we barely saw anything of him because of, I would say, Ancelotti. And I'm going to talk about Ancelotti and his Brazilian team and all the mistakes that happened, obviously. But ladies and gentlemen, he did not win a Ballon d'Or. He did not win a World Cup. He just retired internationally literally just now. And that was the last we ever saw of Neymar Jr., man. And the fact that he got a penalty, the fact that he scored a penalty genuinely made me so happy, man. So happy, man. The last kick of the game, the last goal, the last penalty from Neymar Jr., man. He doesn't need Ballon d'Ors, he doesn't need World Cups, he doesn't even need Copa Americas, man. In my opinion, Neymar Jr. biggest achievement is making millions of kids around the world football fans, man. Just like Ronaldinho did to me and our generation, Neymar Jr. made the next generation, or the current generation you like to call them, genuine football fans, man. Everyone wanted to do the Neymar haircut. Everyone wanted to play like Neymar. Sure, Messi and Ronaldo existed. But let's be honest, man. Everyone wanted to be like Neymar Jr., man. Genuinely, the only last player, or should I say, the last player in football who played beautiful football, man. Jogo Bonito. That was the last of Jogo Bonito, man. The last of Brazilian heritage, the Brazilian football that we all love, that we all grew up on, obviously. The next generation would probably never understand what Jogo Bonito is. The next generation probably don't know the Brazil and the aura of Brazil and the prime of Brazil and what Brazil even did to the sport, man. They will never know that, obviously, because they have a team that is going to carry them in the next generation. This team that I'm seeing on my screen, an absolute disgrace and embarrassment, in my opinion, man. Sure, I would say Brazil played a better game today. I would say that, yeah. I think Brazil played a better game today. I think Brazil was dominant for literally 70 to 80 minutes of this game, but in my opinion, they couldn't finish the chances. And in football, when you don't finish your chances, when you don't eat the plate that was served to you, a big, scary, punchable face like an Erling Haaland comes like a dog and eats your plate, man, and steals your plate because he is hungrier than you are, man. Hats off to Norway. I know I probably said, oh, how do you lose to Norway? Norway obviously not the best of teams when it comes to the World Cup compared to Brazil. That's why I'm a bit shocked. But at the same time, hats off to Norway, man. They don't only have cold celebrations, they don't only have cold players, scary players, big players like Erling Haaland, but they have an actual team, man. Their team played very good, they showed heart, and at the end, Erling Haaland did what he does best, man. Gabriel, I thought you had a bone. I thought you had some beef with Erling Haaland. Coming from an Arsenal versus Manchester City beef, obviously. Did I see you defend Erling Haaland? Absolutely not. Two goals happened from your side, man. The first header, he was literally right in front of you. You didn't do anything. You didn't even cover him. You were covering the guy behind, man. And I don't know why, man. Because someone already had a player on him, and you should have covered Erling Haaland. But Erling Haaland, obviously, his positioning is top tier. He is literally going to be the greatest in football in the next 10 years, in my opinion. He's going to break a lot of records, maybe a lot of Champions League records, a lot of World Cup records. This is literally his first World Cup, and he is the top scorer joint with Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe, man. Insane player, obviously. Obviously, that's Erling Haaland, right? He pissed me off, but maybe because I'm emotional. And then, ladies and gentlemen, this is where they lost the game. The chances. They played better, but they didn't finish the chances, man. First mistake, in my opinion, Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr., who had the most confidence this entire tournament from that Brazilian team. The best player in the Brazilian team. The guy who was literally carrying this Brazil team this entire tournament, right? They get a penalty. And Vinicius Jr., I think I blame you. I don't know if I should blame you or Ancelotti more. Because you are the one who had the ball in the penalty area and you gave it to Bruno Guimaraes. Why would you give it to Bruno? In what world would you give it to Bruno? Why you having the best confidence? I don't care if Bruno is a better penalty taker at training. I don't care if someone else is a better penalty taker at training. Maybe Rafinha is better than you in penalties. Maybe, I don't know, Neymar Jr. is better than you in penalties. I saw Ancelotti talk about it. He said that Vini is not even top 5 best penalty takers in the squad. I don't care. When you have a player with this amount of confidence, with this amount of good quality games, right? You give him the penalty, man. And he would have 200% finished that chance, man. He gave it to Bruno. He missed or not missed, but the goalkeeper of Norway was so good this game. Genuinely, I think he deserves 20 million followers as well, man. If you're giving Cape Verde's goalkeeper 20, this brother deserves 20 million as well, man. He played an unbelievable game, man. Unbelievable, and he was one of the reasons why Brazil has lost. Genuinely, honest to God, man. Sure, you can say Haaland won them the game, but I think the Norway goalkeeper was the man of the match last night. And I don't know if Haaland got the man of the match or not, probably, but I think the man of the match was the goalkeeper of Norway. He saved the penalty, and then another chance came up, right? Endrick. Vini gave a beautiful Travella pass, one of the most beautiful passes I've seen this entire tournament. Gives it to Endrick, who's 1v1 against the keeper. And you know what? As much as emotional me is trying to blame Endrick here, I think I need to blame Ancelotti here. You not giving games to Endrick. You decreasing his confidence. You putting him to the ground. You not choosing him over anything. You never picking him. Not only at Real Madrid, back when you were coaching Real Madrid, but even now. Bench after bench after bench. Even though he had an unbelievable season with Lyon, I believe, right? The French team in the French league, right? Unbelievable. He went to loan. He left Madrid as loan, went to a French league. He was dominating. He was shooting long shots, the big confidence, big shooting, unbelievable pace. He is such a good player, man. But when you bench him, this game, the first World Cup game, second World Cup game, third World Cup, and you bring him for little kid minutes, like 10 minutes, you think he is going to shoot that? 1v1 with the keeper, Endrick, for the love of God. One of the best finishers in the French league last season. He couldn't even hit the target. He tried to chip it, and I just know that was all nerves, man. That was nerves and low confidence. He didn't even want to chip that. I'm sure he didn't. He chipped the keeper, he tried chipping the keeper, and maybe you have to give flowers to the Norway goalkeeper. He had an unbelievable game and he got scared of him, maybe. But if you're not Zainuddin Zaidan, do not ever chip, man, in front in a big game tournament. I said the same thing to Brahim Diaz in the Morocco game. He tried to chip it, and now here as well. If you're not Zainuddin Zaidan, don't chip in a World Cup game, man. I don't know what happened to him. Endrick should have scored that. He should have proved Ancelotti wrong. He should have proved all of his haters wrong, man. But he couldn't finish it, and I genuinely blame Ancelotti now, man. Ancelotti with a third mistake as well. Taking off, I believe what's his name, Ryan, and taking off another midfielder to bring Neymar and to bring that other player, right, who is way slower than the players he let out. In my opinion, was such a dumb move, man. Why did you do that, man? You slowed the game and then you conceded. I think Neymar coming onto the pitch, and I don't want to blame Neymar in any way, any sort of way, right? But come on, Neymar generally, like, you can tell he slowed the game a bit as well, man. He was not pressuring, he was not tracking back as well. But he's Neymar Jr., he doesn't need to do that, obviously. But in my opinion, taking Ryan especially out was such a stupid move, in my opinion, man. It is what it is. Rafinha, we need to talk about him as well. And this is not me being a Real Madrid fan talking here. But Rafinha, every time, even Barcelona fans can agree here, every time his club or his nation needs him the most, he gets injured. And I think Barcelona fans, even who are supporting Brazil as well, was pissed at this as well, man. In the Champions Leagues, in the important games, he's not there. In Brazil, he's not there. Obviously, injury sucks, and I'm not blaming him or making fun of him. Obviously, I'm just saying it how it is, man. Injury prone is such a bad thing to have as a player, man, in football, man. And I feel bad for him as well, man. I genuinely feel bad for him. But they have chances. Hopefully, next World Cup is going to be better. You know, I'll be supporting Brazil probably my entire life. Unfortunately for me, obviously. Who's going to be the next Neymar? Who's going to be the Pele to Ronaldinho to Neymar? Who's going to be after Neymar? I don't know, man. Vinny, maybe if he keeps it up. Maybe Endrick, if he goes to full potential. I don't know, man. I genuinely do not know. But there's never going to be another Neymar or Ronaldinho, in my opinion, man. Unless, I don't know, in a 50 years, 10 years, 20 years, I don't know, man. Thanks so much for watching. The Mexico versus England game still got postponed. I was going to do like 2 reviews in one, but I'll do Brazil alone and post it before the Mexico one. Thanks so much. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment down and say everything. Comment and gracias, amigos.